Vande Nanda Brajestrinam Padarnamaveksnasa Jasangari Kathodvitam Punati Bhuvanadayam Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Dayal Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Sivasadi Shri Gaur Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 बोलो श्री गुरु जी महाराज की जय, गुरु परंपरा की जय, अनंत अनंत गुरु वैष्णव वृंद की जय, सभा सद्गुरु की जय, गौर नित्यानंद प्रभु की जय, जय जगन्नाथ बलदेव सुभद्रा संजीव की जय, भक्त विघ्न विनाशन करने सिंहदेव की जय, भक्तराज प्रहलाद महाराज की जय, सर्व विश्व प्रदा गिरिराज गोवर्धन जीव की जय, गोविंद गोपीनाथ मदन मोहन जीव की जय, राधा दामोदर दास संस्कृत गोकुलानंद धर्मानंद गिरधारी राधा कांत राधा वल्लभ माधव वृंदावन चंद्र जीव की जय, जय ब्रजवासी भक्त वृंद की जय, ब्रजेश्वरी मधेश्वरी प्रणेश्वरी श्रीमती धरणी की जय, ब्रजदेवीगण की जय, समवेत गौर भक्त वृंद की जय, गौर प्रेमानंदे हम लोग अभी तक गुरु वैष्णव की कृपा से कुछ प्रेम भक्तों के गुणगान श्रवण कीर्तन करने का सौभाग्य प्राप्त किया। शास्त्र में कहते हैं कि जैसे देवे पराभक्ति यथा देवे।
The Shastras, it has been said, yesterday Parabhakti, that the imports of the Shastras are broadcast in the knowledge of, in the hearts of those who have equal faith towards Bhagavan and the Bhaktas. See, that person is most exalted in this world, because one does not have natural faith towards Sri Bhagavan. Then what is the use of his life? But if he has this inborn faith, then his life is successful. He can be dear to Bhagavan only if he has his Guru Bhakti. If he has this one-pointed Bhakti, the lotus feet of Sri Guru, then his life is successful. Bhakti means by carrying out limbs of Bhakti, all my other duties are automatically carried out. Sarva karma krata hoy. Whoever doesn't have this faith, the Guru Padma can make my life entirely auspicious. If he doesn't have this full-fledged faith, then it's not called one-pointedness. Sometimes he goes to different Devi Devatas and he prays there. He goes here and there, but there's no one-pointedness. So who will give the fruit? Who will take responsibility? If one is wandering here and there, then who is our master? Who will take responsibility for us? Therefore, if there is sambandha with Prabhu, and then it is not in vain to respect Bhagavan's bhaktas, because they are his. So just as Bhagavan has Shraddha and Bhakti, there's one-pointedness. Similarly, even there should be the one-pointed Bhakti towards Sri Guru. Whereas Bhagavan will never bestow his mercy, nor will he ever accept one. For one who is devoid of the shelter of Sri Guru. So if you don't have this faith, then how can you progress? Rather you will digress. This way, if if one has this ananya shraddha towards Bhagavan, such one-pointed faith, then all forms of tattva-jnana will manifest in that heart. There is no need to try separately for anything else. So, there is no way to waste one's life uselessly, in vain. Only what will remain, one's good or bad karma. And if one does for Bhagavan's happiness, then Bhagavan, he takes responsibility. See, if the child does anything, and the parents correct him, they save him, but the others cannot do so. The Yamaraja, he cannot correct one by his punishment. One has one-pointedly surrendered at the lotus feet of Sri Prabhu, Bhagavan, and no one has the right to correct him except Bhagavan himself and his bhaktas. So when one has his one-pointed shelter at the lotus feet of Sri Bhagavan, then he'll also be one-pointedly surrendered at the lotus feet of Sri Guru. Bhagavan, he takes responsibility for him. Or else, if you don't accept anyone saying, oh, I only accept Bhagavan, no. One cannot bypass Sri Guru. He who manifests these tattvas within our heart, then by doing avagya of him, then what will be our condition? A very unfortunate condition. So now we've been doing Shravan Kirtan of Gurudev's glories. So we hear how Param Gurudev, he would impart his instructions to Gurudev and all his other disciples. And he teach them how to follow them. How they should always be attentive and follow his instructions. So when Devananda Gaudiya Math was built, at that time there was no other temple except Chaitanya Math in Mayapur. So Devananda Gaudiya Math was built there in Navadip. And before also, Keshav Goswami Maharaj was the manager of this Chaitanya Math, where he looked after everyone. He took responsibility for everyone's service there. And when Devananda Gaudiya Math was built, all the god brothers of Keshav Goswami Maharaj, they came there. And they came there, they told Maharaj. And so they said, Param Gurudev, he told all his disciples, just as you have faith in me, you should also have the same faith in them. If you don't respect them, then what will happen? After some time, you will not have faith in me also. You will lose that faith. Because if we don't have this love towards the Vaishnavas, towards the Bhaktas, then, like it has been stated, that what are the qualities of Madhyam Adhikari? Ishra dineshu balisheshu sascha prema maitri kripa upekshaya karoti samadhyama. That he has this prem, he has kripa towards the ignorant, maitri towards equals, prem towards those who are more advanced than him, and he neglects those who have hate and envy. So many god brothers came and they said, oh Maharaj, you should decorate Chaitanya Math with so many gardens, flowers, but here you have Devananda Gaudiya Math, but we don't see any garden, we don't see any trees or flowers, fruits. Everything is very empty. You have so many sevaks. Can't you tell any of these sevaks to arrange a nice garden? So there are a lot of intimacy and faith towards Srila Keshav Goswami. So they spoke very freely. That time Vaman Maharaj, Srikar Maharaj, Radhanti Maharaj, Sajjan Maharaj, Harijan Maharaj, Vishnu Daivat Maharaj, Gurudev, he had so many disciples, Pariyujak Maharaj, he had many sannyas disciples then. So they said, you should make a nice garden here. When Paramguru was smiling, he said, "Oh my God, brothers, indeed I've made a nice garden. My garden is so beautiful that such nice flowers blossoming here, such nice fruits." Then they said, "We don't see any of these fruits and flowers." Then Param Gurudev, he said, "Prabhupada is here, Radhavinath Bihari is here." So they said, "Also make nice garden here, nice fruits and flowers." And Param Gurudev said, "My God brothers, then you'll wait for some time, then you'll see the beauty of this garden." So they said, "Should we wait for the covering of Maya to go away? Only then will we be able to see the real beauty of Navdeep." And he said, "Just wait for some time." So then when the time came for Kirtan hari-katha, then Param Gurudev, he had each of these brahmacharis and sannyasis describe the specialities of Navdeep Dham, Vrindavan Dham, just as Prabhupada Saraswati has described the glories of Navdeep Dham and Navdeep Shatak. Navdeep Shatak means not just 100 verse, means one chapter has 100 verses. So 100 into 100. That is 10,000 verses. So there is also Vrindavan Mahima Satakam. There are also 100 into 100. So many verses there. So Param Gurudev, he was asked to describe. Then he described Divyarindaranya Kalpadar Srimad Ratnagara Singha Samastau Shri Radha Shri Govinda Devo Prasthadi Visayamano Smarami. How is this Divya Vrindavan? It is so beautiful. And how can this Vrindavan be manifest? There is a Prakat and Prakashman, three forms of the Dham. So when he started describing, when the brahmacharis and sannyasis, when the time came for Gurudev to describe the glories, when he started describing the glories, the 12 forests and sub-forests, and then he also described what are these 12 sub-forests. Why are they 12 sub-forests? Because the 12 rasas. Sasya Adbhut Karun Maitra Bhayanak Vipatsa Chandasa Kavatsa Madhurya, 5 primary and 7 secondary rasas. So these 12 forests they embody these 5 primary and 7 secondary rasas. And there are also many sub-forests, there are upavans. And as long as the predominating deity of every rasa will not help us, then on our own, even if we try on our own, this rasa will not be distributed in our hearts. Hello, this rasa, how can you engage in such Bhagavad Seva? Because Bhagavan is Rasa Vaisa. To worship Bhagavan, one should have this humility, meekness, and his heart should be very soft. Only then will it be permeated with this rasa. And so in Bhagavatam it has been described, devotee, he has his 26 qualities especially. And all these qualities, that he is grave, he is compassionate, he is a poet, he is always non-envious, he is always thinking about the welfare of others. But what is the main quality? The main quality is Krishna Eka Sharan. His one point it is surrendered lotus feet to Sri Krishna. If this one quality is not there, if he is not Rasik Bhavuk, then how will he possibly serve Bhagavan? And where can this be had? This can be had in the 12 forests of Raj. Therefore, Bhagavan himself, he takes his cows and cowherd boys and he goes out cowherding. He goes to each forest. He goes with Baldev Prabhu and he plays there in all the different forests. And he does kirtan. And then he shows how each of these forests should be worshipped. How this rasa can be had by us. If you don't obtain them, how can you possibly worship Bhagavan? You see, there's cement, there's bricks. There are bricks and there's sand. But there should be, only when they're together can a building be made. Similarly, there are all the different ingredients of rasa. They should be mixed accordingly in proper proportions. Similarly, there's Atma and there's Paramatma. So how can the Atma be in communion with Paramatma. Therefore, there is rasa upasana. Therefore, Sukadeva Goswami has said that Mura Skabu Bhavaka Nigama Kalpataro Kalitam Phalam Sukamakam Ratatravisamyatam Pibata Bhagavatam Rasamalaya Mura Skabu Bhavaka. That as long as you don't hear from the Rasik Bhav Bhaktas, then how can this ras be distributed within your heart? How will you possibly serve Bhagavan? One has everything, but if one doesn't have this love, this priti, this prem ras, then what is this here? Heart is very dry. See, a dry piece of wood doesn't have any rasa, so who will possibly chew it? If you chew the sugarcane, at least you get some juice out of it. But we have our hearts, but there's no ras within our hearts, so what do? How can we possibly worship Bhagavan? How can we please Him? So what does Sukadeva Goswami do? He brought Vedanta, Upanishad, Shastras, but the essence of all these scriptures. What is Nikama Kalpatarur Kalitam Phalam? What is this fruit like? It has this rasa. No seed, no skin, no fiber, nothing. And so Sukadeva Goswami, he pecked at this fruit. Why? Means he spoke this Bhagavatam through his mouth. And this Amrita tattva-jnana is a condensed form of nectar which is emanated from Sukadeva Goswami, which is a liquefied form of rasa. And so he made the hearts of all his sisters full of this rasa. He made everyone receive bhavuk. It was a rasamalayam. And one who relishes this rasa, the Bhagavat will never be satisfied. You want to drink more and more, listen more and more. So there was some had Parikshit. Parikshit, you haven't eaten or drank anything for 7 days. He said, no, I don't need anything, Maharaj. This rasa that you're making me drink by my ears, I desire more of this rasa. I don't desire anything else. So kindly give me more of this rasa, whatever little time I have left. Stayed for so many years in this world, but no one gave me this rasa. Like how you've given me. Samrita Dharvasamritam Rasamahalayam. Bhagavan himself would say, how is Vrindavan? In Vrindavan, in all the different forests, Bhagavan himself is wandering. Narottam Thakur has sung, Brahmivada Shamane Guchaibo Vrajavasi Jane Jane. Narottam Thakur said, I'll walk in all the different forests of Vraj, cast the words feet of the Vrajavasis, and saying, can you please describe every lila that has taken place in each of these pastime places, each of these forests? Saura Sikshakar, Rajendran and Shamsundar, he is walking bare feet. Morning to evening he is walking in all these different forests. No rest, nothing, regardless of summer, winter, whether it is raining, every day he take the cows out, grazing. And they say he is imparting this, giving this samadhigyan to everyone. This is now is Rasamai Bhumi, by whose rasa everyone is happy. Everyone can be happy by relishing this rasa. So Guruji started describing the time his god brothers like Bhakti Ban Maharaj, Bhakti Dait Madhav Maharaj, Bhakti Gurudev Shauti Maharaj, Bhakti Vilas Tirth Maharaj, Bhakti Shurup Siddhanti Maharaj, Bhakti Rakshak Sridhar Maharaj. There were so many god brothers there. Because Param Gurudev was very senior, and because of his very wonderful qualities. Sneha Pravan means his loving affection. Adra Snikta means his heart is always melting with this Sneha, love and affection. Therefore his god brothers, when they came, they said, O Maharaj, now that you have glorified, given us a glimpse of this Aprakrit Vrindavan, now we wish to have eternal darshan of this Vrindavan. Not just a glimpse. We wish to see everything as it is. Not just 1 or 2 days, or for one muhurta. We always desire to see this. This way he made such a nice garden. So Param Gurudev, he said, you see, normally a flower wilts away, but the fragrance of these flowers will go all around the world. Pointing to his disciples, he said, this fragrance will never stop. And when Maharaj was glorifying Vrindavan, Mahimamrit Shatak, then he started glorifying Navdeep Shatak. Prabhupada Thakur, in his first verse he said, Jai Navdeepa, Nava Pradipa, Sava Pashan, Davajay Kasimari, Bhagavan Murari. So I'm glorifying Navdeep Dham. Navdeep Dham is the abode of the 9 forms of Bhakti, Navada Bhakti. Where Shravanam Kirtanam is present in its pure form. These are the 9 gradations of Bhakti. Navdeep Dham is the abode of these 9 islands, are the abode of these 9 limbs of devotional service. Shravan Kirtan, Smaran Mandan, Dal Sevana, Shan Mandan, Dasam, Sakya Mahatma Nivedana. They are the abode of these 9 forms of Bhakti. As long as one doesn't enter Navdeep, then he will never have this strength for Shravanakya Bhakti, to listen. He will listen to worldly things, but not hari-katha. So when Bhagavad has been spoken, one will fall asleep. And when worldly things are spoken, then one will become very enthusiastic to listen. One will dance, sing. He'll switch on the television and he'll look at the television and keep dancing. Sometimes he's embracing, kissing, like the animals. But when Bhagavad is spoken, he'll automatically fall asleep very quickly. So this Navdeep Dham is the Pidasthan of Navada Bhakti. So if anyone comes here and prays that I desire Bhakti Devi's Kripa, I don't desire this karma gyan, yoga or bhog. As long as Bhakti Devi will not give her mercy, then until then, how can Murari's mercy be had? Not possible. So all of you should be cautious. This is the place of Navada Bhakti. By praying to Bhakti Devi, by surrendering to her, she will bestow her mercy, but still through the medium of Sadguru and the Priya Vaishnavas, who for themselves follow the limbs of Bhakti in their own lives, by their own conduct and behavior. By surrendering to them, then Bhakti will manifest. So without sadhu kripa, how can you possibly have sadhu darshan? You see, the fruit of the eyes is to see the sadhus, Bhagavan. The fruit of touch is to touch their divine bodies. The fruit of vision is to see the Vaishnavas, the Bhaktas. So we see such sadhus and see them to the full satisfaction of your eyes. Touch their lotus feet. Do Shravan Kirtan of their glories, follow the instructions, then your lives will be successful. So Maharaj started describing the glories of Navdeep Dham. And the Bhaktas, they said, Maharaj, please give us shelter. No, we do not wish to leave from here. Because first there is drama, and the other side there is as it is. There is a lot of difference between that which is real and that which is false, which is an imitation. One, you see, he's acting out the parts of Ram, Hanuman, and after some time what happens? He starts chewing tobacco as soon as the drama is finished. Smokes bidis. But if one, on the other hand, he follows in his life practically. There is not a difference between such an actor, such a pretender, and one who's real. So as long as one doesn't have the association of the bhaktas, then how can you possibly realize all these things? So they said, Maharaj, you made a very nice garden. Ved, Shastra, Upanishad, they're all the flowers and fruits of this garden. And by your words, you're distributing this rasa. By this fragrance, everyone is being attracted. And they said, oh Maharaj, we're always thirsty for satsang. After Prabhupada's disappearance, we are all scattered here and there. Now we are very happy. And slowly they start staying in the temple. And some said, oh, can you please give us sannyas, Babaji Vesh? And then many god brothers of Param Gurudev also took sannyas in the Babaji Vesh. And this way, they never stopped the Shravan Kirtan. And Maharaj, Trikram Maharaj, my Guru Maharaj, and preaching everywhere. And Trikram Maharaj used to speak with so much force. He would never leave anyone. He would say, immediately, this operation should be done immediately, or else there'll be gangrene, they'll become septic, then there'll be pus. Therefore, the Matvasis have come to the mat, then they should be cautious. You say, if you have come to the temple, then become surrendered as the Lord Sweetest Sri Guru. Think of the Vaishnavas as your own and you learn from them. And then immediately, do not delay. You never know what may happen. Therefore, do not delay. Don't tarry. Make best use of this opportunity. So Trikram Maharaj would speak this with a very thundering voice. And Vaman Maharaj would speak in a very soft way. And Maharaj also, Gurudev, would speak in a very heart-touching way. So that day, all the god brothers, they found out. And Param Gurudev, he had this rule that Rupa Goswami has written these 6 volumes of Bhakti. Therefore, even before Mangalarti, all the sannyasis and brahmacharis should come in the Natya Mandir. And before Mangalarti would start, they do Staustuti, sing Mangal Geet. See, in Jagannath Puri, before Mangalarti, they all come and they sing these kirtans of Geet Govind. First, they sing the Dasavatar Stotra, Pralape Vijale, Namanasi Vedam, and then they sing Shata Kamala Kucha, Mandala Kundale. And then they sing the other kirtans. And they say during Param Gurudev's time, all these kirtans, Staustutis, the arrangement was made to sing all these kirtans and Staustutis. So Maharaj, he'd go bathe in the Ganga, return by 3:30 in the morning, put tilak on, Jananik, and then everyone would come. And then Maharaj also is such a sweet kirtanya. So everyone would have Maharaj sing kirtan. And what did Maharaj do? There were many elderly Vaishnavas, many senior sannyasis. Maharaj would tell all of them, you do this Taustuti, you do this kirtan. And then before Mangalarti, they'd sing this Prabhupada, Padmastava, Guru Stuti, Guru Vandana. And then they'd sing this Mahaprabhu Vandana, this Radharani, Krishna Vandan, and then also Lakshmi Varadev, Nadavi Stuti. And then at 4 o'clock, the Shankha would be sounded. And then Mangalarti would start at 4. And then after Mangalarti, they do parikrama of the temple. They're also there to do kirtan. And then they say, hari-katha would start. And then all of them. Param Gurudev's order was that if anyone doesn't do katha, then you speak katha. So at that time, most of the time, they'd have Gurudev sit down and speak hari-katha. So one day, Maharaj, he said, Prabhupada saying this, and I've had darshan of Prabhupada. I heard his words. So then the question arose. Disciples of Prabhupada said, when have you seen Prabhupada to speak this way? You just came to the temple yesterday. How can you say this? This is not proper. So the complaint to Param Gurudev, that Gaur Narayan is saying that he's seen Prabhupada, he's heard Prabhupada's words. that he follows his instructions. What is he saying? He just came yesterday to the temple and he's saying this. He's just a small boy and he's saying these things. So Paramgurudev asked Gurudev, did he say this? Then he said, yes, I said this. Have you seen Prabhupada? He said, those who have seen him, have they really seen him? If they've really seen Prabhupada, if they've really been there during his time, then they would be following his instructions. If they're not following his instructions, they're not bringing them in their ideal, in their life, then they haven't really seen Prabhupada. One who is following Prabhupada's conceptions, which are, and who does katha kirtan of his instructions, he's with Prabhupada. So Prabhupada then he said, no, you say something. He's saying the truth. Not come for Mangalarti, for Kirtan. You go going wandering. This way, really Prabhupada's associates. They really had darshan of Prabhupada, following his instructions. Are they with Prabhupada or are they with Maya? Because Param Gurudev would speak like that, without any reservations. Because if a disciple is truly a disciple, he should accept his Guru's words. Else how is he a disciple? He's a disciple in name only. He's actually a disciple of Kali Maharaj or a ghost or Maya Devi. He has this Kantimala, he has this tilak on, but he's really a Kalichela. He's not Guru's disciple. He's a disciple of Kali Maharaj. Just by putting tilak on, Kanti, will one become Guru, Vaishnavdas or Santa, Sevak. One will have to practice in his own life. Then he'll be empowered. So Maharaj would speak these things openly, saying, someone is doing this today, they'll do this tomorrow, so therefore don't criticize anyone. There's no need to criticize anyone. Because if you criticize anyone, engage in idle gossip. And Krishna, he says, Krishna is, if you criticize or praise others' qualities or their misgivings and others, then surely you will fall down quickly. So don't criticize anyone. Don't be arrogant. So then how have you seen Prabhupada? I've seen by your words, by listening to your words. I've seen by the eyes, I've seen by my ears. And what I've seen by my ears, I try following in my life. I say Prabhupada is always our savior, he's always with us. So that's the Atma Darshan and Jada Darshan. By Jada Darshan, you only see the mundane flesh and bones. When one sees his Atma Darshan, he sees the Atma and Paramatma and his Sevak. There's so much difference between the two. We're saying, oh, he's black, he's brown, he's white, and he's old, he's young. But one is truly established in his Brahmanical knowledge, we'll see a dog-eater, Pandita, everyone with equal vision. Pandit will not see he's an elephant, horse, he's a cat, dog, human being, no. You'll see the Jivatma, form of the living entity within the bodies, saying, oh, the Jivatma has entered the body of a horse, elephant, dog, and because of this he's suffering so much. So he sees his Atma Darshan. He is a Pandit. Not that one is a Pandit only in name. Saying, oh, if he speaks highly, then he's a Pandit. No, as long as his Atma Darshan is other, then he's not a Pandit. Then he's a Gunga Pandit. Therefore, Panda means one who's established in these Vedic conclusions, who has his Atma Darshan, not Jada Darshan. He is Pandit. Therefore, what Maharaj said, he said, as long as his knowledge of Atma and Paramatma is not had, Guru Paramishti, Guru Varga, this way, the jivas part and parcel of Bhagavan. jiva is never subject to destruction. He is the biggest sevak of Bhagavan. He is always with Bhagavan. He is Saunakadrishi, there with Sutta Goswami. So can you please describe the Bhagavatam, whatever you've heard? He said, we will not describe, but we will call our Guru. Our Guru will describe. They said, how is this possible? Sukadeva Goswami will come. He said, why not? He said, Sukadeva spoke the Katha to Parikshit and he never returned. How will he come? Surely he will come. We started glorifying him. What did he say? He said, Yam Pranitam Etukrityam Daipano Ajuvaha Vinidos Saruputam Mayas Manimanatosmi. That is my Guru Maharaj is in the hearts of all the living entities. You cannot see. Why can you not see? You don't desire, that's why. Sadguru, how is he? He is not just with one living entity, he is with all living entities, helping everyone. But no one desires this help. So I am calling my Guru Maharaj, he will appear within my heart. And whatever he does, Katha Kirtan, whatever Katha Kirtan he does, that will be most accepted. I don't know anything myself. I am surrendered to the Lord's will of Shri Guru. So one who is surrendered like this, then Guru, he manifests everything within him. Guru, he has him do Kirtan. Because he is Guru Gat Pran. His life is one with the life of Shri Guru. He is not independent, and one who is independent, then he is a ghost of Maya. He is Kalichala. He looks like Vaishnava, but he is very selfish. He is not a bhakta. He is Kalichala. Because he doesn't have this Guru Darshan, this Atma Darshan. He has Jada Darshan. When he sees the entities of this material world. So this way, Gurudev starts speaking all these things. So those who don't carry Prabhupada in their hearts, and how are they really disciples of Prabhupada? What have they possibly seen? You carry Guru in your heart. If you don't carry him, then you pray him. Pray to Shri Guru. Oh Guru Maharaj, kindly reside in my heart. This mantra is chanted this way. Oh Prabhupada, Rupa Goswami, Sanatana Goswami, kindly appear in my heart. Vishnu Goshaya, Chitta Viraksha Pai, oh Vishnu Goshaya. Only if you don't be compassionate to me, then how will I possibly be saved? Surely I will be destroyed. Therefore, you should give a place for Sadguru in your heart. For the sadhus, santas. Make such an ashram where all sadhus are. You should make such a kutir where all the sadhus assemble together. In this way, Gurudev, he said. Then all the others said, truly he is a follower of Prabhupada. Although he hasn't seen him, he's seen him by his ears. You see, that's how one is a Rupanuga. One accepts Rupa Goswami, then is a Rupa. One accepts Guru Varga, then is servant of Guru Varga, the Vaishnavas. As we have Mayadas. We don't have a place in us for anyone. Then how will we get this Haridas from? Where will we get this happiness from, this realized knowledge? You don't accept anyone. Don't give a place for anyone in our hearts. Then we are so rebellious. If we are very rebellious, then what will happen? Therefore, there's this verse. There's this Hari-Nama, 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 Kevalam. It's called Kevalastakam. Sometimes we sing this Astakam, Kevalastakam. There's only Keval. Keval means do this exclusively. Very straightforwardly. So if you accept Sadguru, then accept Sadvaishnavas. Respect them. Make a place in your hearts for them. So all the God brothers, they came there Guru's disciples, they were there. So Guru Maharaj had this responsibility to serve them. Sometimes Bhakti Puri Maharaj would come there. Gurudev, he'd go with him sometimes to the Ganga, go to bathe in the Ganga and bring back his wet cloth, put an asana on so that he could apply tilak. So he'd do all services for him. With the sadhu santas would come also. Sometimes Avai Babu, Bhakti Swami Prabhupada, he would also come. He was a very bosom friend of Param Gurudev. Because when he'd go to Calcutta, he'd stay there. Even Sridhar Maharaj stayed in Swami Maharaj's house. They'd honor Mahaprasad there. There they do Katha Kirtan. Because that place was such a place for the Vaishnavas that no one could say that this place is mine, that place is yours. Once Swami Maharaj, he told Sridhar Maharaj, you give me sannyas. He said, no, I'll never give you sannyas. Why? Because your family members, they will never allow me to give you sannyas. Because I'm so close to your family, I can never give you. Because I'm taking prasad in your house, and already you're a sannyasi. Prabhupada has given you this title, Bhaktivedanta. And you also serve others. Everyone, they love you so much. You respect everyone, so why should you accept sannyas? How will you be? Are there any of the Rajvasis sannyasis? Was Nandu Baba sannyasi? He look after Krishna, serve the sadhus, everyone. Durvasa Rishi, he came to Yashoda's house and he said, Yashoda, I will not eat anything in your house. You become very impure. He said, what have I done? Oh, you have a son. Your son is always playing in the mud. He's always getting muddy. And you're taking him on your lap. He drinks your breast milk, he eats. And then he throws everything on the floor. He's feeding the others. He gives his remnants to others. And you're taking him on his lap. Now I'll never eat anything in your house. It's very impure. Never eat or drink anything in your house, no. Then they said, oh Maharaj, I'll bathe nicely, I'll change my cloth and I'll come. I'll put that boy aside. I will not let him touch me. And I'll cook for you in a very pure manner. She said no. Then Krishna was saying, then Krishna was calling on his knees. So Krishna, he said, where does this Babaji come from? This Babaji, what is he saying? So then Nanda Baba anyhow put an asana for Durvasa. She said down. And Krishna immediately he came crawling on his knees, and in his hand he had one laddu, half eaten. He took that laddu, which he had eaten already. He sat on Durvasa's lap, he caught hold of his chest, and he put that laddu inside Durvasa Rishi's mouth. He gave his own remnants inside Durvasa Rishi's mouth. And Durvasa Rishi said, hey, what have you done? Now you've made me muddy also. You've made my clothes dirty also. And he said, saying, Yashoda, what has he done? So Krishna is laughing, saying, Brahmarshi, you have no rasa. So you take this rasa, Pracharas. It's now that he received Krishna's remnants and Krishna sitting on his lap, and then now that he was pulling on his beard, then who will be so merciless? They'll take this boy and throw him away. Even if one is a big yogi, who can just take a baby and throw him away? Because if a baby himself is sitting on one's lap, pulling at his beard, then who will throw that baby away? And who was that baby? That baby was Krishna himself, Bhagavan himself. See, when Krishna caught Trinavarta, even Trinavarta could not do anything. Even Putana could not do anything. So once he catches anyone, then that person can never be separate. So therefore, what could Durvasa possibly do? He was saying, how can I take this baby aside? Then he said, I should take this boy away. And he said, Krishna was laughing so much and he was catching hold of Durvasa's beard and he would not let Durvasa go away. He caught hold of Durvasa very tightly. And they were shouting so much, but still Krishna would not get off Durvasa Rishi's lap. And he was catching hold of him and he was also choking, jumping around his lap, just as he was dancing on the hoods of Kaliya. Similarly, although no, he had not even learned how to walk, still he stood on the shoulders of Durvasa, he sat on his head, and this way he was playing with him all the time. And Durvasa Rishi, he was thinking, who is this small boy? As you know, Durvasa is very angry personality. What did he do? He had two wives, and he burned both the two wives to ashes. And then what did he do? He took one matted lock of hair and threw it at Ambarish Maharaj. But just see how angry he was, but just see today how he was. He also became like a small baby because Krishna was sitting on his lap. So as long as one's mercy is not had, as long as his Chanamrit Mahaprasad is not had, then his heart will always be stone-hearted. And this way, so Yashoda was saying, what can I do now? My boy has made it dirty, so should I arrange some clean cloth for you? And what did he do? He took this mud and he put it all over Durvasa. He put this mud on his head, on his beard, because he had these huge matted locks of hair. So he put this mud all over his head. And Durvasa was thinking, even if I have a bath, this mud will not go away. This mud is stuck to my body now. What has this boy done? He's put this mud all over my body. All my cloth has been stained by this clay, by this mud. So Nanda Baba, he bought very nice things to perform Abhishek. Durvasa bought her tattva-jnana, so many things. And they say, anyhow, the Vrajvasis, they paid Durvasa and they bought this, they made him clean. And then they made him sit on an asana. Then didn't let Krishna come inside. So therefore, they made Krishna sit somewhere else. And then they were distributing some things on his plate. They were giving some things. When Durvasa Rishi, he will not eat anything which has not been offered. So whatever was offered on his plate, he offered to his Prabhu. So Yashoda made nice malpua. He likes kheer, malpua, all these things. He likes very nice laddus, sandesh. Likes these beautiful sweets. And Krishna, what did he do? As Durvasa was meditating, Krishna started eating everything off his plate. And then he sat on Durvasa's lap, and then he would take something, and he would also put inside Durvasa's mouth, and he would also eat everything else. And Durvasa said, your boy is so restless. Where have you bought this boy from? He's not your son, this boy. Why? Because if he was your son, he'd be like you. Just see how naughty he is, so restless. Where did this restless boy come from? See, he himself is eating and he's also putting everything inside my mouth. Doesn't he have any respect for me? Nanda Baba won't take the boy away. Then Durvasa said, no, don't take him away, let him be here. Why? Because this is his nature, to trouble. So let him eat whatever he wants to. And let him also feed me. What is the harm? Then all the Rajvasis came there. They were scared that Durvasa might curse Krishna. Therefore all the Rajvasis scared. What if he curses our baby Krishna? He's burned so many people to ashes by his curses. But just say Durvasa, he also became like a baby. He didn't have any anger left inside him. So as long as this meeting between Bhagavan and Bhakta is not had, then that place is like a graveyard, like a burial place. There only this fire is burning. And this one is always pained by these sufferings. So Maharaj, he started describing that when the God brothers would come, and Swami Maharaj Prabhupada, he would come. When Gaudiya Patrika started in 1948, he was the editor, and every time he'd publish an article in Gaudiya Patrika. The time Back to God was also being published. Even when he was staying in his house, the sadhus go to his house. In Calcutta, when Bangla they opened a temple, that was also in a rented place. In this Boshpada lane. Prabhupada, Param Gurudev, my Guru Maharaj and Narayan Chatterjee. And then the Gaudiya Samiti was established there, 1941. And from there, this preaching started on this day of Akshaya Tritiya. And Param Gurudev, he said, this Vedanta Samiti will distribute Bhakti throughout the world, not just India. And this preaching will be everlasting, will never be destroyed. Therefore, he gave everyone the title Bhakti Vedanta. And even when he gave Sannyas Swami Maharaj, he gave this name, Bhakti Vedanta Swami Maharaj. This way, when they came, then Maharaj, he would be absorbed in that seva. And Param Gurudev, he said, when you serve the santas, then what will happen? By their blessings, you'll have this Guru Bhakti. And by serving them, their Guru Bhakti will also come inside your heart. Or else if you think of Guru to be an ordinary being, then you will die spiritual death. Because Krishna himself has said that Guru is the embodiment of all the demigods. Don't have Matta-Buddhi before him. Rather than worshipping the different Devi Devatas, you worship Sri Guru. He is Sarvadeva Moya. All the demigods reside within him. Don't think of the deity of Vishnu to be like ordinary stone. Don't think of Guru Vaishnavas to belong to a particular caste. Is this Vaishnava a Shudra? It would have been nice if he was from a Brahmin caste. In this way, all these material considerations are coming, saying, oh, he is from this nature, he is from this gold by all these different things. So this is like Jada Darshan. This is not Atma Darshan. And he is like donkey. And this way, if he thinks like that. Therefore, Param Gurudev would say, if you learn to respect the Vaishnavas, then you'll have this Vaishnava, and when this Vaishnava comes, then Bhakti Devi's mercy will be had. And by Bhakti Devi's mercy, Guru Darshan will be had. And this way, all the sadhus would come. Sadhus from very far would come. And this way, all the prasad had been finished, had been distributed. Now it was 12 o'clock in the night. Because they came from the train station. Param Gurudev wouldn't say anything. He would say to my Guru Maharaj, saying, oh Sajjan, so many Vaishnavas have come. You should wake up. So Ananya Maharaj would say, when Guruji told him instead of me, then I understood. What is he doing? That through him he is also instructing me. Because if there is a newly wedded daughter-in-law, then what does the mother-in-law do? The mother-in-law will chastise the daughter rather than chastising the daughter-in-law. So by chastising the daughter-in-law also learn. So Gurudev was thinking, oh, my Guru Maharaj is not telling me, he's telling Bhagavan Maharaj because I'm new now. So therefore through him he's also instructing me. So there was this stove where wood would be used to cook. And so Gurudev was thinking that let me cook everything by the time they're done. So by the time Bhagavan Maharaj returned, Gurudev had made everything. Then Bhagavan Maharaj said, oh, Guru Maharaj told me, but you already made everything. He said, even if this order is given to you, this order is given to me also. So there's such love between each other. Why are you any different from me? Similarly in the temple, one is thinking, oh, this instruction is for him, not for me. So why should I care? You see, in the temple, everyone, they have the adhikar for all the different services. If any person comes from outside and no one even greets that person, no one even speaks to him sweetly, then what is the use of staying in the temple? If you cannot receive others from outside, you should have mamata for everyone. So then my Guru Maharaj, he would go to Param Gurudev and he would make everything ready. And by then, Maharaj would make everything ready. And the guests would honor Mahaprasad. So then Param Gurudev said, oh Sajjan, they were so happy. So many nice things I made. When Maharaj said, I didn't make anything. Here Seva Gaur Narayan, he made so many nice things. I'm nothing in front of him. He made everything very quickly. Param Gurudev would never say anything directly. He would only say directly to Trivikram Maharaj and Vaman Maharaj. He wouldn't say anything to Gurudev. Because you think, oh, Gurudev was a police officer. So how can I possibly tell him that, oh, cook something, distribute? But there was no need to say anything to Maharaj also. So one who has this love for Bhagavad Seva, for Guru Seva, Vaishnava Seva, there's no need to even give any direction. They're always ready. They're always absorbed in their Seva. Sunday's parikrama would go on. What would happen in parikrama? And then they collect Bhiksha for 5 months for Navdeep parikrama. And they set up tents everywhere. At time they had to dig the ground. Then they had to set up tents, collect wood, collect rice, collect vegetables, fruits, pumpkins, thinking, oh, we should not trouble our Guruji. So then so many things came from collection, and then in this way the tents were erected. Because so many millions of sevaks are there, devotees, so why would all stay there? And now the Dham Parikrama, there's a rule that there will always be a storm there. There will always be so much rain, so much downpour. So much rain that the tents will be blown away by these winds, strong winds. But whenever such things would happen, then Maharaj, and he would tell my Guru Maharaj, oh, these demigods are attacking us. So there's no need to fight with them. But still anyhow we'll have to send them away. Or else they're troubling the bhaktas, and where will they go? Then if there's so much rain, then the entire place will become muddy. Tents will be blown away by these winds. So and they would see black clouds overhead. Then they do arati, and then they show the lamp to the devatas. They offer bhoga to the devatas, and they send the devatas away. Maharaj is saying, anyway, whatever problems come, there's no need to fear them. Fear these problems. They're coming to attack. So worship them, offer pranam to them, respect them. Then they'll go away. They desire such respect. They desire that they be worshipped. So once bhoga is offered to them, then why will they disturb? They will not say anything to us. I have seen that once, what would Maharaj do? At that time Maharaj would say, Guru Maharaj would be inside speaking hari-katha, meeting all the devotees in the black clouds above. It seems it would rain any time. But when these lamps are offered to the devatas, Stavstuti offered, Bhog offered, then although there'd be rainfall everywhere, there wouldn't be any rain on Devananda Gaudiya Math. Devananda Gaudiya Math would be dry. Although there'd be rain on all four sides. Not a single drop would happen there. Not just once or twice, so many times this happened. Seen by my own eyes. Now we'll stop here tomorrow. Hari.
Jaya Jaya Hare Nam Chidananda Ritada Swalpa spurti pai Ugrata padura Linga bhanga Linga bhanga hoya anayase Bhakti Vinodaka Jai Hari Rama Bhakti Vinodaka Jaya Hari Rama Paradagi Suya Padaya Paradagi Suya Padaya Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare